So what's going on, guys? I know my mic sounds a little weird, but your boy is currently 37,000 feet in the air on his way to the Borderlands 3 reveal event, but there's some hot off the press Black Ops 4 news and I have to cover it even when I'm 37,000 feet in the air. So if you guys appreciate this level of dedication, I'd love to read it down below, and also feel free to drop a like. But this is really breaking news here because Treyarch has just revealed the details on the next operation, which is Spectre Rising, which drops tomorrow, first on PS4. Now, when this trailer dropped and then we got the roadmap for it, which we'll go into a little bit in this video, I noticed it had a bit of a lack of new Zombies content. Now, there is some new things coming. We are getting some new gauntlets, some new stuff like that, and we'll talk about it all in a moment, but there isn't a new DLC map. And Treyarch on record stated on a live stream that there is no new Zombies experience happening for a little while, so we can expect that in the next operation, which should be at the start of June. But the biggest bombshell, which you've probably clicked on from the title of this video, is that they have gone on record to say that he and the team are super hard at work on DLC 3 and 4 and finishing the Aether storyline. So let me just reiterate, not is it just them working quickly on DLC 3 and 4 and that's it, but they are ending the Aether storyline with DLC 4. This is something that we sort of knew was coming, but the fact it's now concrete, set in stone, said by Treyarch that it is literally ending with DLC 4 is quite a sad prospect. We've had Avengers Endgame ending a whole 11 years of story. We've got Game of Thrones ending after like 10 years, and now the Aether story is actually coming to an end. And to be honest, I don't know how I feel about that, because I'm genuinely a little bit upset by that, and I'm sure you guys will be as well. We had absolutely no details on DLC 3 or DLC 4 within the roadmap or the stream. I was honestly expecting at least a preview image like we got for Ancient Evil, but since there is no map coming in this operation, I can sort of guess that's why we've not seen an image. So we could expect DLC 3 to be around the start of June. This operation seems to be a lot shorter than normal, as it's only around 50 tiers rather than the usual 100 tiers of content. Now, Treyarch have added a few really interesting gameplay changes, which for the most part are really good to hear, so I'm going to go over it in a moment, but I'd love to know in the comment section, what do you guys think of the Aether storyline ending for good? Because honestly, I'm not ready for it. I don't know how they can do that in 2 DLC maps. Honestly, I'm quite sad. I hope they continue it on, because I can't imagine the Aether story ending, although it has gone on for so long now and it's gotten so complicated. It has to end at some point, right? And I guess that time is coming with DLC 3 and 4. So going into some of the very minor zombie changes which weren't mentioned in the blog posts, so this is very interesting. There's a new Tiger Shark LMG in the mystery box, one of the new weapons, and they've gone and tuned and changed some of the way that the perks and everything works. So Winter's Whale specifically only activates when you're not at full health now, which is really good, because most of the time whenever you get hit by a zombie, you know you're going to be red screened and you want that to activate. Now, that normally activated a lot even when you weren't at low health because of the 200 health. So they've changed that now, so it should only do that at 150 and lower, which is great. You get one charge for this every 60 seconds now as well, which is far better than what we originally had in the game thus far. They've also changed some of the wall buys and taken them out of the mystery box and changed some of the box probabilities, which means there's less chance that you'll get the same weapon 3 times in a row like you normally would. You'd open the box and you get the KN, you don't want it, you leave it, you hit the box again, you'll get the KN again. They're definitely nerfing that down now, so you won't get the same weapon. And also, really interestingly, for those that are grinding for dark matter but haven't got it yet, you'll like this one. They've basically halved the kill requirements for box-only weapons for camos. So I don't know the specific kill requirements for some of these, but now you only have to get half the kills than what you normally would, which is really fantastic. But of course, we'll now dive into some of the new content coming with this operation, which is called Spectre Rising. It's mainly a multiplayer and blackout themed operation rather than zombies, but of course there is some bits and pieces here and there which some of you guys will enjoy, some may not, but we're going to go over it anyway. So jumping into the new content we got with this new operation, the only things that I really like the look of is the new playable characters coming to Blackout with Uncle Frank as part of the Black Ops Pass. Bit random, but still pretty cool nonetheless. And of course, Misty is finally in Black Ops 4. No longer is she in all the trailers, but you can't play as her. She's finally coming in to Blackout, I think this week, as part of a special order, so that's cool. But jumping into the new things we've got in Zombies, so we have a new gauntlet. We've got super Blood Wolf Moon for Dead of the Night, which I believe is coming this week. And then we have another one called Labours of Hercules coming in for Ancient Evil. There's also the new Mystery Box weapon, which we touched upon earlier, and a few other details. So Treyarch list a few of the many 30 different challenges in this gauntlet, such as hitting the pool table to sink the stripes and solids, and surviving wolves during a challenge called Beware. But they're also releasing another gauntlet and hard mode gauntlets, which will debut in Unsinkable for Voyage of Despair. Honestly, this does not sound like something that would appeal to me, but for any hardcore Gauntlet fans out there, this is definitely something which is going to suit you. I just think the only issue with Gauntlets is once you've played them once, you really don't have that much of a need to play them again. There's no real reward for it. So hopefully the super hard Gauntlet mode is basically going to have more reward and more incentive to keep playing. So hopefully Treyarch delivers on that front. But also another big thing I've not mentioned yet is a new classic elixir restock feature, which means that you'll never have an empty elixir slot during a game of zombies. So if you use up an elixir consumable one and you don't have any more, the empty slot will no longer be empty anymore, but it will be filled with a classic elixir. Though the classic elixir will be chosen at random, team-friendly elixirs like Nowhere But There have a great chance of being chosen when playing in co-op matches. Plus, if you rush into a match without elixirs, a classic elixir will be placed in the empty slot to back you up when needed, which is pretty cool. And then the final new addition that's being added to Zombies with this operation is a Gauntlet friend leaderboards, which is pretty cool. So that means you can compare what happens with all your friends when it comes to the leaderboard stuff on Gauntlets. And that's pretty much all we really have for Zombies. I mean, a few other cool things to point out with the Blackout characters is that a campaign character from Black Ops 3 is going to be coming into Blackout, as well as Blackjack, which is pretty cool. And we're also getting more characters like Sergey and David Mason arriving throughout the new operation. Aside from that, really, there are 3 new multiplayer maps. The only one I really like the look of is WMD, because it's a Black Ops 1 classic and it genuinely looks really, really good. But let me know in the comment section what you think of this. Are you disappointed by this operation and its slight lack of zombies content? I guess Treyarch are just so busy working on DLC 3 and 4 that we're not really going to see a massive zombies update until we get that next operation, which should be in about a month's time, so at the start of June. So I mean, it's not like we didn't expect this. I mean, Gorod Krovi came out in July. All the DLCs are a month early for Black Ops 4, so we could expect the next DLC to arrive at the start of June, and I guess leading up to that, or maybe not even, we might find our first teasers for it. And since it's the Aether Story, I'm sure Treyarch is going to be going very hard in the marketing for the Aether Story. But let me know what you thought in the comment section down below, if you're excited to jump into all of this new content, and also if you just appreciate your boy giving you all this update whilst he's sat at 37,000 feet in the air with multiple people staring at me bringing you this video. It'd be really, really appreciated. And if you guys have missed my upload yesterday, you can check it out as well. But thank you so much for watching. We're bringing you guys some Borderlands 3 gameplay later on the channel this week, probably around the Wednesday. I'll keep you guys posted on Twitter. Thank you so much for watching. As always, supporting my channel, allow me to go on cool opportunities like the Borderlands 3 reveal event. If it's not your thing, doesn't matter, but if you're excited for it, then you have a video to look out for on Wednesday with that gameplay. But thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys for another one very, very soon.